second day at Shanghai International Circuit should have been ordinary. Just engines. Used laps. Just discipline. But one detail shattered the silence. A racing suit worth thousands, a timing too precise, and a quiet question fans around the world can't ignore. Was this protection or a message spoken without words? Day 2 at the Shanghai International Circuit arrived without ceremony. No grand announcement, no flashing headlines, just the steady rhythm of professional racing resuming at dawn. Wang Yibo stepped onto the track as he always does, calm, controlled, unreadable. Actor, idol, professional racer, a man long used to carrying multiple identities under relentless scrutiny. Yet something felt different, not in his posture, not in his expression, but in what he was wearing. As cameras followed his movements through the paddock, fans noticed it instantly. A brand new Alpine Stars Hypertech V3 racing suit. Top tier, high performance, built for elite-level protection. This wasn't standard equipment. This wasn't routine. In the world of motorsports, gear speaks louder than words. It tells you how seriously a driver is being protected, how much risk is being acknowledged, how valuable that driver is on and off the track. And as images from day 2 spread across social media, a familiar name quietly resurfaced in the minds of fans. Not spoken aloud, not confirmed, just felt. Xiao Zhan. The connection wasn't announced, but the timing was impossible to ignore. The Alpine Stars Hypertech V3 isn't just expensive. It's intentional, designed with advanced fire resistance, impact protection, and precision tailoring. This suit is chosen when safety is non-negotiable, when performance meets vulnerability. Fans began asking careful questions, not accusations, not declarations, just observations. Why debut such a premium suit on day 2 of practice? Why now? Why without a public sponsor reveal? In entertainment culture, silence often carries meaning, especially among stars known for restraint rather than spectacle. Xiao Zhan has built a reputation on discretion, support given quietly, care shown privately. A presence felt more than seen. No statements were made, no photos posted, no confirmation offered, and that absence became the loudest detail of all. On the track, Wang Yibo drove with remarkable composure. Not reckless, not rushed. Every turn measured, every lap deliberate. Protection doesn't weaken a racer. It frees them. And watching him that day, fans sensed something deeper than preparation. They sensed reassurance. In fandom culture, emotion is rarely born from coincidence alone. It grows in patterns, in timing, in history. Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo share a past defined by intensity, public success, private pressure, and years of being watched too closely. So when something unusual appears, fans don't jump to conclusions. They connect dots shaped by memory. This wasn't framed as a rumor. It wasn't pushed as a headline. It was a quiet interpretation, a possibility held gently, not declared loudly. What if support doesn't always need validation? What if care doesn't need to be witnessed? The racing suit became symbolic, not as proof, but as suggestion, a reminder that in high-risk moments, someone might be thinking first about safety, not optics. And perhaps that's why this moment resonated so deeply, because it didn't ask to be believed. It simply existed. Day 2 ended without incident. No dramatic crashes, no viral celebrations. Yet the emotional impact lingered long after the engines went silent. Fans replayed footage, paused screenshots, analyzed details, not out of obsession, but out of affection, because sometimes the smallest changes reveal the biggest truths. Wang Yibo removed his helmet, expression steady, eyes calm. A man focused on the path ahead, not the noise around him. And somewhere beyond the cameras, beyond speculation, there existed the possibility of quiet concern. Not as a headline, not as a statement, but as protection. In a world where celebrity support is often performative, this moment felt different, gentler, more human, whether coincidence or care. The second day at Shanghai International Circuit became more than practice. It became a reflection of how support can exist without spectacle, How connection doesn't always demand confirmation. How some stories are felt, not proven. And maybe that's why fans can't let this moment go. Because it reminds us that behind every public figure, there is vulnerability, there's risk, and sometimes there is someone choosing to protect quietly. Not everything meaningful needs to be announced. Some truths live best in silence. And now the question isn't whether this was intentional. It's whether we're willing to accept that some bonds are never meant to be explained.